city of Union City, a cosmopolitan city where almost all of us have seen each other. We are like a large family that through the management of our representatives, they help our citizens. And our people do volunteer work because they know that the city is run by a mayor who has shown that he is not the common politician, but that he works for his community. This program is an extension of information, where we are going to have participation of personalities from the public and private sectors so that they can keep us informed of the community. May that be educational activities and everything that benefits us.
Good evening, Union City, the Dream City, Union City, New Jersey. As every Sunday, 7 p.m., we have in the Dream City a very special guest. Tonight we have my friend Victor Grullon, who is an essential worker in Union City School District. Victor, it's an honor to have you here in the Dream City. I know that you have a lot of educational information for the district and Union City.
Thank you, Kennedy, for inviting me. It's an honor to be here.
Very good. Can you tell the audience of the Dream City about you, about your family, about of your educational background too?
I was born in Dominican Republic, and after graduating from high school, I came to this country looking for better opportunities, which I found. At that time, I started going for studies computer science. I went to TCI, it's called Technical Career Institute for Computer Science. That was in 1988.
Is that a public university or is it
It's a private. It's a private institution.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Santo Domingo?
No, the Technical Career Institute is in New York.
In New York.
New York, 33rd Street. I'm not sure it is still
Good to
there.
know.
But
I didn't know that.
Yes. I went there for 2 years, and then I got married. I had 2 children, beautiful children, Wendy and Michael. Now they're 26 and 32.
Wow,
And
time flies.
They both, graduated from college, and they work in New York.
That's
Yeah.
not a better sensation when we
Yeah.
talk about our children. They went to college, they graduated. It is a good sensation.
Yes. Like at the time that I was doing computer science, it was like a hobby to me. It was a passion that I had for computers. I was just going for computer science. At that time, I was working as a warehouse manager in New York.
Were you one of those kids playing PlayStations in the computer and then you got interested in that?
Let me tell you, I know that's something that they do a lot and sometimes they get benefit out of it, but I didn't see it that way. To me, time is valuable, and I like to spend my time, like something that I can use. I was just going on computer just to learn how to build a computer, how to do programming. I never play.
Wow.
I don't like to play games.
You know that one of my piano students, when he was very young, he didn't know anything about computer. Remember the disc? The floppy disk.
First it was a 5 1/4
exactly.
floppy,
and I taught him how to use it. And this kid now is one of the member of the United States Army in the computer department.
See.
And he said, "Kennedy, you told me this, but now I'm the master."
Yeah, I mean it's good. I like to work with computer. It was a hobby at that time to me. Then I came to Union City 1994. Got involved with the community. My kids went to schools
in Union
City, elementary schools. It's a great city.
Victor, I know that, and correct me if I am wrong, that your title in the school district is Security Integration Information Technology Director. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That's my title.
Can you talk a little bit about your title?
I mean, it's a two titles in one.
Two titles in one.
Two titles in one. Security integration. First of all, the requirement that you need to be security integration, you need to have certification, access control, and certification also on the CCTV system for the district. which is through American Dynamics, software that is called Victor. Nothing to do with me, but it's called Victor.
Wow, it's good to know that you're telling the Dream City about those requirements, because a lot of people believe because you know computers that you learn, by yourself, I can get this position, I can apply this. Yes, you could apply probably, but there's a lot of requirements in any places that
yes, definitely. It's requirement and experience that you need to have in order to perform that job. And the other part on technology, you also need to have a background on network certifications, and that I have. After I came from New York, when I came into Union City, I realized that I needed a little bit more, and then I went into CHOP Institute, and I got my network certification.
Is your job hard to do it?
I love my job. It's not hard for me, and I have a great team. I mean, it's a whole. This city works together. Superintendent, director of facilities, business office, and
the Dream City. It's a family.
Mayor and state senator always looking for the city to get anything that the city needs. We're happy to work, and also it's easy to do it, even if you have to do it 24/7.
Victor, tell me something. I am not an expert in computer, but I deal with in my job with a lot of ITs staff. What is the daily routine for an IT in when you are working with computers and systems?
I mean, you have to make sure that nothing goes wrong throughout the day with many aspects: telephone system, computer system, anything that teachers and officers need to perform their job. It falls into the IT, department.
Because sometimes we call the ITs to fix this and fix that. And I believe that these staff, sometimes they are not experts and they just go for something that we
Yes.
as a staff should know,
Yes.
Is that part of the IT to train staff in any place of work?
I mean, managing department, I learned that you have to have a good team. I've been blessed, the facility department, Justin Mercado, and provided me with a good staff that they can do anything that to support the schools and support the offices. Anything they have, sometimes it's something minimal. They don't know how to use, maybe get a paper jam out of a printer. Simple,
Exactly.
but it's not.
It's not. For you guys are very simple.
It's not their job.
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
other things that they do better than us.
Hey, we believe that everything about computers, about printers is the IT. We call it.
IT. And
I know
we're there for that.
I know. No, we are a family.
Yes,
That's why this program we call it the Dream City. The descriptions of this program is about informative and educational. Why? Because maybe you believe that we know everything in our job, and it's not like that.
No.
And we believe that you guys know everything. It's not like that. Tell me, Victor, in a daily routine, if you can explain what are your responsibility as the security, integration, and information technology director?
In daily basis, I just had to make sure we have no issues at all. But we receive a lot of trouble tickets that I had to make sure it goes to the right person to make the correction, to make the repairs, to make that. And doing it on daily basis, and also monitoring, the systems to make sure that before something breaks, we're able to do the proper maintenance to the system in order to keep it running.
Victor, in case the computer system goes down and it's not working for a day, is any backup?
I want to say on this that the district is in a really good position because we we just completed a disaster recovery plan that we have redundancy in all our services. We have backups in 2 locations. We have two main hubs, one at the high school, one at Gilmore. Something goes wrong with one location, the other location will take over.
That's perfect.
Well, the district also has 2 fiber optic, we call it dark fiber, running throughout the district. That means it will maintain the speed of the internet anytime. Doesn't matter which location fails. We always have backups. There's no point of failure. The district is very well protected. It's always in
Victor, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the reason of this question is very important because I read in the newspaper probably a couple of weeks ago, one of the high schools in the Hudson County, something happening with the system, the computer system, and I really don't know if they really had a backup system for the records, and that's the reason of this question.
Sure. I mean, I don't know what kind of plans they have, but you need to have a plan in place all the time. It's a disaster recovery plan. There's always dangers out there that something may happen one day, and you need to have a plan. I'm not sure if they lost any information because I don't know which district you're referring to, but we have a plan.
Victor, tell me something, because now the competition about the PC and Mac system, what is the system that Union City School District use, a PC or Mac?
We have both, Let me just give you a little bit of history on this. On the old days, most of the computers were connected to the internet directly, and there were a lot of issues with virus and all that. These days, the virus and any like hacking or anything you don't need to protect it at the user level.
Okay.
You protect it at the network level. And the district had 2 very strong firewalls that in order to serve that purpose. To answer your question is that the district is currently using Mac platform for teachers, and especially for the teachers,
Okay.
for the instructional part, for teachers.
Very good.
All teachers have laptops, Mac Airs or MacBook Pro. The intention of the district is to continue doing that. Now that we move into 1-to-1, ratio 1-to-1, every
Okay.
student has a device, it will be a very expensive. I will say it will not make sense to spend so much money to provide students with Mac devices, which are really good.
It makes sense.
And now what we're doing is that we are using Chromebooks for the student.
Which is a PC platform, yes?
Chromebook is more like a Windows platform.
Okay.
It's similar to Windows. It's the same type of operating system that we use.
But the price is different.
It would say it's 5 times cheaper than
okay, it makes sense.
A regular.
As long those devices do the job.
They do the job. They do the job.
That's correct.
Most of the educational programs are based on Chrome now. Even the testing is required Chrome. The software, all of them, they run in Windows platforms. Windows 10, it was Windows 7. Now we move everything to Windows 10. Sometimes the memory requirement varies. But
That you remind me of my son, because my son went to school for computer science, and he has a master's degree in that. And the vocabulary that you are using is like very familiar to me, and that's good. Tell me something now. In this question, I always relate it to every guest that I have in the Dream City. During COVID-19, computer stuff, technology was number one. Tell me those years and the things that the district and you guys have to adjust it to the daily routine job.
I mean, it's something that happened so quick, and the district was blessed to have a team of educators and led by Dr. Janet Sheehy, that everybody jumped into the situation, and we were able to move from almost immediately to remote learning. we didn't have the amount of the sufficient devices, but we managed for a couple of months until we received grants just to provide a device to each student, make sure they have internet at home, and it was a difficult time, but it was a very smooth transition because of the team that we have at the Board of Education.
It was not only the teachers and the staff. On the other side, we have the students.
Yes.
And a lot of students probably, because this is a very, the county, we have a lot of a low-income family that they didn't have computers.
Yes.
At the beginning, I thought that was like very hard for those students in that condition.
We were able to solve the situation within months.
How that happened?
We had at that time we were like kind of rebuilding all computers, installing operating system for them to work from home, and we provide them with all computers, almost all of them. We use all existing all inventory, including the Mac computers. We converted into Chrome. We installed software for Chrome OS on the Mac computers, and that was able to save the data temporarily until we can.
That's good.
And provide it. But there was no, I would say, the opportunity for instruction was there all the time, thanks to the district.
And thanks to your department.
And I would say everyone, teachers, facility department, superintendent's office, board members, everybody jump in.
Victor, clarify something for me. Sometimes I have meeting in the high school, and if you don't know the answer, just let me know. In the media centers, why we have difficulty getting the Wi-Fi, or sometimes like getting phone calls, they don't get in or out. If you know the answer.
More or less, I know the answer. We have a very good building. Construction was excellent. And there is a lot of like metal frames and the concrete that is very difficult for signal to travel.
See, that's very good information.
Phone signal is almost impossible in the high school because of the construction of the building, which is something that we want.
You think that in the future that could be corrected?
Yes. We are working on adding additional access point in a wireless system in order to provide a separate circuit for guest Wi-Fi, for any invites that come in, and eventually we want to open that up to all the employees as well, for them to have that separate Wi-Fi from the network that doesn't compromise the daily activities with the students.
Very good to know. I know that you have a lot of experience doing your job. Is there anything that you would change in your department or to adjust it to be a better department?
I appreciate your comment, but technology always change. Technology is always a challenge. You cannot just fall asleep and say, I have a good system. You have to continue. You have to see what's better out there. You have to continue providing the students and the teachers with the tools that they need in order for them to compete out there. And I think we are in a good position, but it's always time to improve, to grow. And we always have a plan.
Is there anything that you wanted to add to this conversation that maybe we didn't touch? And
I think we touched every aspect. I said that I want to elaborate more on something else. It's the security integration department.
Okay.
Like nowadays, you need to be secure, and adding technology to security is very critical for the district. And thanks to facility department, we've been able to. Right now we have approximately 2,000 cameras throughout the schools, recording 30 days, and that's good. I like to use those systems to deter any possible situation, problem, just to send messages. Sometimes we had to use this to investigate, which I don't like, but they there for
have to be done.
Yeah, and In that same department, you have visitor system, you have ID system for the students and the staff, you have access control that we're trying to expand that access control system to the old school, to the older building that don't have it. Access control is critical to me because instead of using a metal key to open a door and you don't know where that key is going to end up, it's better to use access card that you can cancel that card anytime you want, or you can limit that card of usage.
Good to know. So, Victor, thank you for passing by the Dream City, Union City, New Jersey. You provide a lot of information, valuable information and educational information to the Dream City, Union City, New Jersey. And you know that this program is a YouTube program every Sunday at 7 p.m. So I hope you learned, as myself, that I learned a lot tonight. Victor is a very essential staff in our school district. Don't forget to watch our program next week, 7 p.m., Union City, New Jersey, the Dream City. My name is Kennedy NG.